So, everyone and everybody, including your mama, is advising you to start on this investing thing. And you have decided it's okay, I will do it. But what are your options? One, you've got real estate, you've got bonds, you've got stock, you've got shares, and also you can start a business. My name is Jacinta. Welcome and welcome back to my channel if you are new here. In this channel, we talk about creating income and building more wealth. You might be having some savings somewhere, which is not maybe enough for whatever you want to do, maybe that saving. Maybe you've got a financial goal whereby you'd want to maybe buy a house, and this money is not enough, but you have saved it somewhere, maybe in the bank, or even touched it somewhere in your mattress. This money, it is supposed not to be saved, but because the more you continue saving that money in accounts or in the bank whereby it is not earning you anything, it will continue, it will start losing value. And that is where we come in with investment. Because there, when inflation comes, maybe we say year coming, year out, if you had like 1,000 shillings, maybe at the beginning of this year, it won't be having the same value at the end of at the end of this year or come next year. Because in when it comes to inflation, our money get eroded because prices of goods and services and commodity continue rising each and every time. And that is not a good thing because you end up losing money. And that's where investment come in so that you can be able to grow your money and not lose it. Investment can start at any age, at any time of your life, with any amount of money and at any career. It doesn't choose because it is up to somebody to start investing immediately as soon as possible. We would not want our money to be losing value and you are not getting any value out of it. When it comes to investing, so you decide to invest in something, and probably you have heard of stock, you have heard of bonds, you have heard of equity, you have heard of mutual fund, or even real estate, whereby you can be able to have your own house and start renting and start that passive rental income. And you decide maybe to get into one of them, but the initial thing when here we have your money is not enough. And what do you go about it? When done responsibly, investing is the best thing to grow your money. And most type of investments are accessible to virtually everyone, regardless of age, income, or career. Such factors will, however, influence which investments are best for you at this particular moment. You might have some money saved at most, but not enough. Maybe you want to buy a house, or you want to purchase something which is big, or you've got a project like maybe you want to go back to school, you want to pay for your education. What do you do with this money which is not enough? That is where the investment comes in. Because if you got that saving, we can have it like an emergency fund. And instead of keeping it in the bank, that is where we'll go to. When done responsibly, investment is the best way to grow our money. And most type of investment are accessible to virtually everybody, regardless of your age, income, or even career. Such factors will, however, influence which investment is best. The key is to choose the right investment for you based on one, what are your financial goals? The second option, based on which investment you would make, is to know your timeline. There is that time gap whereby maybe how long would you want your investment to grow. The number three, there is the issue of would you want maybe some help? Because if you've never done these things before, If you start going by your own, you might not be able to make it because it will mean you'll have to go deep, maybe do research. So would you like help? Because we can go through the brokerage firm or brokers, or even you can be able to get those investments which are given by professional fund managers. And there you can make your work easier and your investment can start growing immediately without going through so much hassle. The risk tolerance. But then the risk tolerance is very crucial because each and everyone we don't have the same risk appetite. Because you get there are people who have got a very high risk appetite, they won't mind whichever investment they start with, because option they go to, because they are able to tolerate much riskier than others. There are others who won't be able to tolerate, they cannot take that risk appetite, which is very high. So there are so many there are those type of investment whereby you can be able to get into low risk tolerance investment or option. You can be able to get into those which are medium. You can be able to get into high or low. It will depend with how is your risk tolerance, because that one matters a lot. Because you might lose your money while if you have not been prepared about the risk. So with those four, you have to consider them first in order for you to be able to continue to do investment. Then there is the fifth one whereby you can also do it by yourself. If you can be able to do it in yourself, there are these issues of IPOs, whereby you got initial public offers of maybe a company is selling its shares in the public. You can be able to do it maybe for yourself. The only thing you require here is to know how to go about it. And when you go to those, there are those brokerage firms, there are those brokers which will be able to take you through. Maybe you start by opening a CDS account, which is Central Depository Saving Accounts, whereby you can open it with your commercial bank, brokerage firm, brokers. And with that IPO, you can be able to know or to buy the shares which are already offered there in the market by those companies which are maybe giving IPO. But those ones are a bit later, and at times they might not be there. And maybe you've got that some saving you'd want to invest immediately. So you can be assisted by these other, you can buy shares or equity or live and stock from the market, because we got shares we got investments which are going on, and you can be able to go through them and be able to invest your money, and maybe with time you see how they are doing. Also, there is the issue of compounding, whereby they compound each and every day, each and every month. So at the end of the period whereby you had agreed with your investment, you'll be able to be given all that as capital. Your money will get you'll have earned capital gain. You'll be able to be getting your dividend, maybe on quarterly, on monthly, on half year, or even yearly. So this issue of investment is so crucial. It can really grow your wealth, and it can make you even be able to do and to save a lot of money, to be able to give you what is it that you would want to achieve with your financial goal. Because at the end of the day, if you are able to go through the whole term, you'll be able now, maybe if your financial goal was buying that house, you'll be able to buy that house. If it was financing that big project, maybe you would want to start, maybe which will bring income later in life, or those long run or long term projects whereby you are able to start, and at the end of the day, at the long run, they'll be able to bring you some income. So with the investment, you will be able to do this, and you will be able even to be doing it without much problem. Then the other issue is there when it comes to how you can open an account. If you are to buy shares, or if you are to buy stocks, and or you are to trade with bonds, there is what we call diversification out there. If you are with those brokerage firm or with brokers, there are those diversification whereby they can be able to buy you those some of this security with as little money as you can have, and you'll be able to earn your money out of them. It doesn't matter how much you have, because they'll be able to do the diversification for you. They can buy for you those different type of assets and portfolio, and you'll be able to get into a profitable investment due to diversification, whereby they can buy for you bonds, they'll buy for you stock, they'll buy for you shares, they'll buy for you fixed income, fixed fund, whereby it will be distributed within the whole investment instrument, and you'll be able to earn your interest or your dividend or capital gain out of all those portfolios which are given to you, maybe in different percentage. And in this case, they talk of investment. There are things you should do before you start even starting anything to do with investment. When you talk of investment, there are few things you should ask caution about while starting your investment. One, start with what you have. At whichever right now, if you are able to start it, just start right now with whatever you have at whichever age. Because if you continue drain, you might never make it through that investment. Because you've got that saving, let your saving start earning for you. It is one way of earning and building wealth. Number two, make sure you have got an emergency fund. At whichever time if you are to start investing, it is better to have an emergency fund, so that when you invest, maybe it is in that stock, you can be able to wait even if there is something which maybe can come up, which will make you require emergency fund to do, maybe like to do something like maybe medical bill or some other issues which are emergency. Make sure you have that emergency fund whereby you can be able to convert immediately and not be able to go and touch your investment or withdrawing your investment before maturity or before the agreed time of investment portfolio period. Number three, make sure you clear your debt. If you are able to clear your debt before you start this investment thing, it will be very quite okay for you, because you will have that culture saving. You'll have that culture of saving. You'll be able to even to continue with your investment now and then, because the minute you have got those debts, they are the one which eat up on whatever you could be saving. So it is good whenever you are starting an investment, make sure you clear those debts and be debt free, or you remain with the debts which are manageable. Then the number four, make sure you have a changed mindset. It is good to have a mindset which is going up to the end of investment. And also, when it comes to the investment, there is a crucial part of it. You have to have some income. That income, you have to look for more. If it is not enough, you can look for more income and make more income, because the more income you make, the better it will be, and you'll be able to invest and then invest and invest. And that is where now you can be able to attain your goals of investment. Because without that investment, without that income, you won't be able to continue investing. Because anytime maybe you are monitoring your stock out there, and then at times you come to realize maybe they are going down, and then it is like you'd want to withdraw, because maybe you don't have more income maybe to continue investing. And if you decide to withdraw before that time, most of these stocks are long term. So if you wait for that long period and that long term part of it, you are going to get a very good return out of your investment. So make sure you've got some income which are coming your way, and then continue investing more and more. and it will be very beneficial steps you would have taken at the wrong end, because the more you invest, the longer the time, the higher the returns. So, all right, make sure you've got the caution of all this. In order for you to be able to open an account for this investment with maybe the stockbroker or the brokerage firm, or wherever you want to open your whatever with, you can have the investment bank also. They do this portfolio for your on your behalf. There are things they require you to have. One, you have to have that form, the application form for that investment portfolio. Then there will be the other issue will be your ID copy. Then there will be a passport size photo. Then there is the issue of banking details. Maybe you've got to show that you've got an account with a Kenya Commercial Bank, or a Kenyan bank which can trade. So you are able to get the ATM card or the copy of you've got the checkbook, which is showing that and can give a proof that you are a member of that commercial bank or member of that investment bank, whereby you can be able to open that CDS account. And with that, you'll be able to get started with investing with one of the investment portfolios or the assets here in Kenya. So it is not so complicated. It's only that you have to get somebody. You've got to look for help. It is not advisable to go for an individual stock. There is no way you'll be able at times buying an individual stock. It might be very risky. So it is better you get some brokerage firm or brokers, or those people who are dealing with the investment part of it, and they are there, they are ready to help. In fact, it is only at a fee which is normally paid maybe after it is paid within the it is paid when you are starting, maybe you are opening that account, or it can be paid later after your investment matures, or when you are getting your dividend or your interest. So make sure, guys, you are there, you get to take your good savings to be invested somewhere. You can be able to earn money and not to be losing money at this time of the high rate of inflation. Make sure your money is growing and you can be able to earn something out of it. You can be able even to start that business somewhere using that opportunity of that investment, so that at the end of the day, you'll have some income and you'll be able to grow out of it. I'm not a financial advisor. In case you'd want to get to know more about this, we can maybe bring one of their financial advisors in this channel who will be able to tell us most of the questions which you can ask from here. And in this video, I'm asking you, please subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. So anytime I upload a video, you are the first to see it. And I'm asking you guys to support it so that we can be able to bring more and more. So just tell me your questions you would want to be answered down below, so that we can look for one and have a financial advisor who can be able to guide us on what we can go about through the money market or through the stock. We can be able to go through the stock. So me, I'm just educating you, I'm just informing you so that you can be able to be informed, you can get to be informed and be able to know what is there good for you, you can invest your money in. Because I know most of us, like the people who are looking for money to, who have got money to invest, majority of us, we don't know, especially women, we don't know where we could invest our money, maybe the retirement money, that saving money, maybe it's money I've inherited. So I'm just here to guide you and to give you some secrets and some tips on how you can invest your money. And that is where we are talking about those portfolios, investment like stock and bonds and equity and in the real estate and all these good things you can invest your money with and not work so hard, but your money will be growing and not be catch up and be able to catch up with inflation.